To make money with Soccerverse when it launches, you must invest in the right managers or in the right soccer players. To do this, you need insider information, which in this case means in-game data analytics. I've crunched the data, guys. I looked at all the transactions in Season 3 of all the managers. I look at the performance of all soccer players across all leagues, guys. In Season 3, I know everything. And today, I'm excited to bring you some never seen before advanced data analytics that are not available on the current user interface of Soccerverse, like best soccer players per role, the best soccer players across all leagues, and also the dream team, the top 11 across all clubs in Soccerverse of Season 3. Watch it to the end, you won't regret it. Let's go. And there we go guys, welcome back. I'm Nix. I talk about Xaya app like Xaya, and I also analyze Soccerverse data, because when Soccerverse will launch, which is very short, you need to know basic information. The more you know, the better you can invest. So because Season 3 just ended, I decided to do an in-depth data analysis of the best clubs, the best soccer players, the best managers, the users, how much money they spent. This is a 2-video series, guys. This is only part 1. Let's see together what I will cover in detail in this video right now, and also I'll show you what I will cover in the next video. So let's start. Alright, Season 3, end of season, insights only for you. By the way, this is a lot of work, guys. If you don't like this video, I swear I will do nothing. Come on, I'm too kind. Let's go. So part 1, we're going to see at clubs statistics. We're going to have a quick look, a speed run on the final rankings of Season 3, just very quickly to see who won, who got relegated. And then we'll also have a look at the managers, all-time top managers, because I know that you want to know how the top managers are ranked, but unfortunately right now there is a bug in Soccerverse current user interface. You cannot see it, but I can show it to you. So if you want to know, let's stick to it. The Season 3 most winning manager. So we'll have a look at the managers that have won the most number of games. So the most winning top performers in terms of matches in Season 3 across all leagues. And then the most juicy part at the end, we're going to talk about soccer players in Soccerverse, the top scorers across all leagues, so who scored the most, the top performers also. I want to see performance of every single player across all the leagues. Who is the top, who's the golden boot of Season 3? And then something very unique that you cannot see unless you do some crazy time-consuming task, top performers per role. So we're gonna look at the best center back, the best goalkeeper, the best forward, the best attacking midfielder left across all leagues in Season 3. And of course, this leads to the Season 3 Dream Team. What is the top formation of Season 3 across all clubs and leagues? And so exciting. Stick until the end and let's jump into the data analysis. But before, I just wanted to highlight what we're going to have a look in part 2. Part 2 is all about money. All about money, guys, and real money. The money that users like you, if you play Soccerverse, have put into it. We're gonna have a look at the general money, so the top user balances, the temporal evolution, how much SMC, which I converted into USD, has been spent, and then the most bought shares, the most valued shares, and also user money. Who spent the most? I didn't spend a lot, but there is someone that spent more than $1,000 in this season only. I only anticipated this. Just stay subscribed and keep updated on when part 2 video will come out. Who is the most profitable trader, if anyone? So shares are tradable. We'll have a look at that, the least profitable, and also the proportion, how much every people bought versus how much they sold. Let's start to analyze part 1. Let's go. There you go. Now we have a look at the final rankings speed run very quickly across all the leagues. We see Paris Saint-Germain won at the very last game week. I remember the top club in League 1 lost, Barcelona won, and Barcelona almost stole the title to Paris Saint-Germain at the last minute, but nevertheless it wasn't enough. Barcelona needed to earn at least 1 extra point during the season to take the crown and steal the top position to Paris Saint-Germain. It wasn't enough. Paris Saint-Germain, the Boris, won. 1. And then Napoli, of course, my Napoli won League 2A. We can see that Wolverhampton Wanderers, Flamengo, West Ham United, Athletic Club all relegated, and also Sparta of Moscow, Southampton, Sporting, Atletico Mineiro, and Montpellier, they all went down. Let's go quickly through the leagues. We see Manchester United, of course, with super dominated 94 points, upgraded to the Big Boss League with Napoli, of course, and also Atletico Paranense. Congratulations, guys. Galatasaray, Lokomotiv Moscow, also promoted to League 2 from League 3A. We see Anderlecht, Genk, Celtic, Burnley, Vancouver, Fenerbahce, Club Puebla. No, sorry, that's already 4. All of the clubs that I already mentioned, they all went up. They got promoted to League 2. And now let's see who got promoted to League 3. Club Puebla, Le Havre, Toronto, Basel, Swiss. Nice. Huesca, Metz, Rosario Central, Slavia Praha in 4E, sorry, Grêmio, Shanghai Port, and Cruz Azul, Montreal, Yokohama Marinos, Vitória de Guaremes, and lastly Lecce and Almeria. By the way, Lecce, wow, managed by Hamburglar. You will see Lecce across all of the video. If I have to tell you who was the most spectacular club in whole season 3, that's Lecce, and you will see why in the video. First of all, let's start with the crazy goal difference that Lecce had. Look at this. These plots are the goal difference on your left. As you can see here is the goal difference, and the rankings are based on not points. These are not points, but based on goal difference. So who is the most offensive soccer team? The one that already scored a lot and got less goals. I mean the ratio. As you can see, Lecce has the highest goal difference across all leagues. 106 goal difference. It means that, as you can see here, Lecce scored 140 goals and it only got 34. Well, that's quite impressive. And the least, of course, in League 4H is Chongqing Liangjuang Athletic minus 79. But we don't care about that. We care about this record-breaking 106 goal difference. Congratulations, Hamburglar, for winning the top goal difference of season 3. As you can see, yes, this on the right is actually the rankings. As you can see, Lecce won only by 1 point at the end with a very long series of winnings. Well deserved. Just for a reference, as you can see, the not so crazy goal difference in League 1. In League 1, in fact, the fight was very tight. Paris Saint-Germain, Barcelona, Chelsea and Manchester City, they all have 1 to 2 points difference, as you can see in the rankings on the right. On the left hand side, in fact, you can see the difference in the rankings. Remember, these are the rankings of the goal difference, not of the points. As you can see, that Manchester City won the goal difference championship, if you want to call it like that, with 61, which is something like 40% less than Lecce, by the way. 61 goal difference, 94 scored, 33 taken, and Paris Saint-Germain 48, way below than Manchester City. So this gives you an idea on how tight it was, the challenge to win the top of the top, to be the big boss of the big bosses in League 1. This is very interesting. Let's proceed with analysis with more interesting stuff like the all-time top managers. I know you wanted to know it. Let's have a look. Manolito 10 is still the #1 top manager across Soccerverse since the beginning of Soccerverse. He's still #1 ever. As you can see, 370 points. The Boris follows with 291 points. And Harris gained a lot of position in this season because he was managing Manchester United. And Manchester United, as you know, you won League 2B. Followed by So Cryptic, 272, Mako, Kanaya, Harris Academy, the second account of Harris, etc, etc. You can see here yourself. Nix, by the way, ranked number 15. That's not bad, guys. I was number 20 at this a few videos ago. So probably a month ago I was ranked 20. Now I'm ranked 15. I'm coming up. Still a long way to the top, but we'll see. And then, who's the most winning manager of season 3? As you can see, it's not Harris, it's not me, it's not even Manolito, but actually the most winning manager in terms of number of matches won is So Cryptic. So Cryptic gained 93 points by winning the matches in League 3C with Celtic. Actually, of course, he won with Celtic. Don't look at the last active column. This is not updated. In reality, is more active than this. So there we go. So Cryptic won the crown for being the manager who won the most in Season 3, followed by X-Got, manager of Gremio, also won winner of League 4D, Aries, Manchester United, and Tiki, our top moderator, gained 90 points, won 30 match, and manager of Rosario Central in League 4E. Congratulations, guys, for winning this special chart. I'm not too far. I am just have a look. By the way, I'm not too far. Let's go. This is also very important, guys. Let's have a look at the top scorers across leagues. So who is the soccer player who scored the most across all leagues in Season 3? As you can see, is Francesco Di Mariano. Francesco Di Mariano plays with Lecce. Of course, I told you Lecce will come back. It's a narrative for Season 3 is Lecce season. It's really Lecce season. I'm already telling you. Look at that. Francesco Di Mariano, 43 goals, mean performance 8.297. So on average, he had a very high performance, guys. This goes out to 10, you know. This 8.29, it's not the best, but it's very, very, very high. He only has a rating of 82, but for 37 appearances to score 43 goals, it's very impressive. He plays in League 4H. Patrick Cutrone follows with 35 goals and a mean performance of 8.37, let's say. Rating of 86, plays for Vancouver Whitecap, and then Rosario Central, Milton Caraglio, 30 goals, etc, etc. But it's interesting to see that the top scorers are not from League, not even League 2. Look at that. There is only 4 and third league. This is very interesting, very, very interesting. And also what you can see is the rating. Of course, they're playing in lower leagues, so the rating is on average is lower than what we expect a player to have in League 2 or League 1. And as you can see, is reflected on the ratings column. The top rating of the top scorers is 91. It is down here at position 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 position. League 3D plays for Olympique Lyonnais, scored 24 goals. Not too shabby, but again, I don't see League 2 or League 1. It's crazy. Now, top performers across league. I want to see the performance now. As you can see, the performance is a different game. Goals don't matter anymore. They don't matter. Chris Wood, mean performance 88 basically, with a rating of 88, 33 appearances, plays for Rosario Central. Chris Wood won the top performers of Soccerverse Season 3 across all leagues. Someone might say it's not fair because League 3, League 4, it's easier. Maybe top players are rarer in those leagues. So one good player amongst normal average players might have an advantage skill, a tactical advantage compared to the competition. On the other hand, in League 1, it's full of super top players, so even a top striker is confronted by top center backs. So maybe the performance is not as high as a top player in the middle of average players, like it can happen in League 2B, in League 3 or 4, etc. So yes, take it with a grain, but this is what the data is telling us. And then we have Gabriel Strefezza, again from Lecce. Darwin Nunez, 8.58 from Manchester United. Oh, okay, we have someone from League 2. Thanks God we have someone from League 2. Then I have a double, I don't know why, sorry, it happened here, a double J Rodriguez, and so on, so forth. Good stuff. Congratulations, Chris Wood. Let's have a look at this Chris Wood. Who is this Chris Wood? I want to see Chris Wood now. Chris Wood, there we go. Let's see Chris Wood. Chris Wood's first striker from New Zealand. I thought he was a center back. I don't know why. I thought he was a center back. Nothing. I thought he was a center back. That's okay. We can see also in here, in fact, Season 4, it already started with a super good performance. 2 games played, 2 2 goals, 1 man of the match, average of 9 of performance. Guys, I would keep an eye on Chris Wood actually, because I'm telling you, the data shows it. That's great. Okay, let's go. Now I know what you want to know. This is never seen before, exclusive for you guys. If you like this content, subscribe right now and like it, because it's a lot of work. So if you like it, just click a like. It's easy, or subscribe, easy. Anyway, let's go. Let's have a look at the best performers per role. Boom, there you go. You have this table. Crazy information, guys. The best goalkeeper, Zach Steffen from Nottingham Forest. League 3H, mean performance 7.28. You might think, well, but these mean performance are low. Yes, they are low, but it still is the highest performance in season 3 of a goalkeeper. Of course, did 0 goals and the rating is 86, but out of 38 appearances, a goalkeeper with 7.3 mean performance is to be considered the best. So congratulations also to Libertarian, because Libertarian is the agent of this goalkeeper. So we kind of start to see who is positioning themselves on the good players and who is really not. Libertarian did a great choice. Then left back, Nicolas Tagliafico, Olympique Lyonnais, agent Detective 11. Center back, Jesus Vallejo, with a rating of 87, agent named Phil Harvey, a big boss in Soccerverse, huge agent. Phil Harvey spends a lot of money in this beta. If you want to know how much he spends, it's a lot. There is part 2 of this video that tells you all about it, because I'm going to look at the pockets of these players, of these Soccerverse players, not the soccer players, like the users of Soccerverse, and I'll see how much you spend. Anyway, as you can see, Mert Meldur by Lecce, best right back, and then all the others you can have a look at yourself. This is prime information, guys, very important information. Di Mariano, of course, again attacking midfielder left. Strefezza attacking midfielder right. Ivi Lozano, believe it or not, he's being the best striker right, forward right. Incredible. I thought it was like someone like Cristiano Ronaldo or those big players of League 1. No, instead Irving Lozano, my big boss, with a mean performance of 8.08, won the best forward right. But look at this information. Look at how many players from Lecce do we have. 1 right back, Muldur, Lecce, agent name Hamburglar, also manager of Lecce, of course. Then another one, Di Mariano, Lecce, best player in Soccerverse season 3, of course, best attacking midfielder left. Also, his agent is Hamburglar FC. And then once again, Gabriel Strefezza, US Lecce, this time managed by a robot. The second best club, we can see they have the top players per role is Rosario Central. Rosario Central has Will Huge, central midfielder, managed by Krill 120. And then also another one here, Chris Wood, our Chris Wood, the big boss Chris Wood, managed by Tiki, forward central. And another interesting point, look at this, the rating. There is no rating above 91. So 91 is the top, and the least is 82. You see? This tells you that you don't have to have huge rated players in order to have very constantly good performance. Imagine having the best player per position in your team, in your formation. That would have destroyed Soccerverse season 3 most of the teams. So I know what you're wondering now. What was the dream team of season 3 across whole leagues? Well, there it is. So first of all, I need to tell you this. The most used and most winning formation is always been the 4-4-2. So I decided to check the 4-4-2 best formation across Soccerverse in season 3. Then second thing, I choose the players that can play in this position that are the best across all the potential positions that can be played in that precise role. For instance, Calabresi. As you can see here on the left back, Calabresi is, where is it? He's a center back. He's not a left back, because the best left back, so that can play in this position, was not better than the best center back that can also play in this position, which is Calabresi. So this means that Calabresi is a center back, is the best one in season 3. Vallejo is also a center back. Varane, another center back. And Ferrari, look at this, another center back instead of a right back. This leads us to our first observation, which is the center backs are stronger than left back or right back on average across a season. The mean performance of center backs, for some reasons, are higher than right backs and left backs. That's why the best of the best of the best is a full-on center backs only defense. The best goalkeeper, as we know already, there is only Zach Steffen. There is no other potential position that can play in the goal. So Steffen is Steffen, as you can see here. Then we move to the midfield, and again, this position, for instance, the position that covers Di Mariano, attacking, and Di Mariano is a natural attacking midfielder left. Also, there is the potential for a defensive midfielder left that could play here, or even an attacking midfielder. So across all these potential positions, the best player in here is Di Mariano, attacking midfielder. In the center, Almada, look at that, attacking midfielder. Claudinho, another attacking midfielder, and then Strefezza, attacking midfielder right. So this is another observation that we can say. Attacking midfielders in general are stronger than central midfielders and defensive central midfielders. Defensive midfielders in general, not only defensive, like defensive midfielder right, for instance. Attacking midfielders stronger than defending midfielders or just midfielders. Remember this, and this is data-driven observation, huh? And then on the top, of course, we can see same idea as before. We have Lorenzo Insigne that plays in this position as the best, coupled with Wood. And here you can see all the details of this top Season 3 Dream Team. And another interesting thing is that the mean rating, once again, is only 87. This means that if you had to buy this team, in monetary terms, it's not as expensive as, for instance, a Barcelona or a Manchester City, that they have the minimum mean rating would be like something like around 93. Actually, even higher in the field, not across all the squad, but in the field. This is crazy, guys. Very, very important information to keep in mind as a manager, but also as a shareholders and a potential investor in these players. And that's it, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope that you stick until the end, because this information is very hard to extract. It's very hard, almost impossible to do it manually in Soccerverse, some of it. So I'll wait for you in part 2, which it will only be about money. So if you're interested, subscribe and don't miss out. Ciao.